Alright guys, a little bit different video today. I'm going to go over all my gear because a bunch of y'all have been asking, and I might as well. So, going left to right, I'll just explain what I do and how I use it and what it is. So starting over here, I've got all my rigging stuff. We've got an ISC small pulley, which is good for 3,800 pounds. That is on I think it's about a 3-foot sling made of AM steel 2. It's 1/2 inch, so I think that's good for about 39,000 pounds. I will need to make a new sling because I want it to be just a little bit longer than that. This little carabiner's on it just so that I can real quick and easy clip it onto my harness. Moving over, this is the one y'all have seen the most. This is the ISC medium pulley. It's good for some stupid number, 49,000 pounds or 44,000. It's on I believe it's a 6-foot 3/4 inch 10x ultra sling. You know, it works. I like the ultra slings because I don't have to sit around playing around up in the tree and tying knots. I can just find whatever pocket fits around the tree and then just throw the pulley through it. Next to it is another 3/4 inch 10x sling. This is 12 foot long. This is just for blocking stuff down. So when the tree gets too big to use this sling, I just have the ground guys send this one up to me. Moving just to the right, I have my spider leg. Now I use this not super frequently, but I got in enough situations before I had it that it warranted me buying one. And that's pretty much just, I use that for when there's a branch either out over a house or something that I can't really risk it swinging or moving in an unpredictable way. So pretty much it's got a spliced eye on the end. Just do a prusik and then somewhere up on the rope, go tip tie the limb, come back. I typically put this on the butt end, then cut it. It comes off and it for the most part remains pretty stationary. Now that's pretty much all of my big rigging stuff. I did have a comment the other day, someone asking why I don't have my rigging point above my tie-in. And I explained to him, but I actually have that rope. So initially when I started climbing years ago, I figured that if I had my tie-in point below my rigging point, if I were to cut something that was too big and I break my rigging point, that would fall out of the tree and my lifeline, my primary tie-in, would stay in. That was all fine until I did one tree, got back up to the top, and this is what I found of my climb line. So I was on this all day. The core is exposed and melted. I can almost stick my finger in the backside between it and the cover. So this is why I always put my tie-in above my rigging point, and if I can, I try to put the rigging point on the opposite side of the tree, so that I don't have that happen and I fall to my death. Moving over, I've got the Silky Sugoi. This is the 360. It is not as long as they normally are because I keep breaking the blades, so I kind of said fuck it and stopped buying new blades. But that's good. It's nice and sharp. I really like it. It's handy for if I don't want to pull the saw out and cut some stuff. Now onto the harness. This is a Petzl Sequoia SRT. It's nice. I really like how much back support it's got. My only complaint would be that these straps tend to walk. So instead of them staying under my thighs and in between my legs, they tend to walk to the outside, which causes a lot of pinching and chafing on my inner thighs. I went ahead and put a second bridge on it. I couldn't tell you why. It makes me feel better, so I did it. And then I've got an ISC or IBC, sorry, large ring that I tie into. I have 3 carry tools on it. 2 of them are the Rock Exotica transporters. These are real nice because if I want to, I can press this and shift, and then it's locked. So I'll do that occasionally, but they're nice. I like how clicky they are, so I know if I've actually hit it. So I've got one over here on my right side, one on my left side, and then I've got just the normal Petzl carry tool. I used to have a little flap that went away. I don't know where it went. I used to, before I got this transporter, I used to have this over here, but I didn't like, let's see if I can show that hook. It would hook and pull strands of 10X or strands out of a bull rope. And I didn't like that. It got really annoying. So I went ahead and got this, just shifted this back here. So this is just for just extra, you know, in case I need something else. Moving around clockwise, these are the slings I bring with me. I have more slings, but I typically have 2 yellows and a red, just in case I need to either tie something off, tie myself to the tree again, pretty much just for whatever. They're just there in case I need them. Back to here, my pouch is the Arbor Tech pouch. I believe it's the large one. Now, in here I keep my phone, the GoPro batteries, water sometimes, extra gloves, just random things. There's also a little elastic tourniquet in case someone needs it. Then I've got that. Basically, it's just elastic, and you pull it out, wrap it around whatever appendage has been hurt, and then cinch shit out of it. In here is just the small arborist medical kit from Westspur. It's got some shears, gauze, some bandages, and what have you. Underneath it, I have my tourniquet for if I get hurt. That's where that's located. And this is just bungee, so just, you know, you just pull real hard and it'll come off. Going around, we've got my this is where I keep my carabiners. So this is I use these for my life support. So tying, or not tying, but attaching my zigzag, my rope runner, or what else, or anything else that will hold me in the tree. So I just have an extra one back here in case I need it. This is just the steel clip I've been using. You know, it's kind of self-explanatory. This is my pulley saver. It is let me just take the carabiner off real quick. It's a Teufelberger, I might be mispronouncing that, pulley saver. It is the 4-meter version. Now, I use this in 3 different configurations in my garage, and then I'll throw in some video of me using them in trees. So the first one is if I'm just doing a removal, I'll pretty much just throw this around the trunk and over branch union, and then put the pulley through here and just run my rope up and down. Now, with all the rest of this extra, I just find a nearby branch and just toss the rope up over it so it's out of the way, it's not interfering with the rigging, and it doesn't get cut. Now, this is not retrievable, but when I set it up like this, that's fine, because I have every intention of going back up, because I also generally have to go get one of my pulleys. Now, in order to make it retrievable, it's the exact same, except for how you set the rope up. To make it retrievable, you put the rope through here first, this thimble, and then up, through, and back down. Now, to get it out, that's what this little thing is for. You might have seen some of the videos. So this is a little retrieval ball. So I have a splice die on the end of my rope, and I basically feed this in, cow hitch it, so it gets pulled up. Now it'll fit through the pulley, so it pulls through, but it won't fit through this. So what that basically does is it pulls on this, and because there's a tree here, pulls this down, and then it comes out. I'm not sure if I videoed that. If I do, I'll show you. The other way is I use this on spar work, where it goes around the tree and the rope basically just goes up and through, and it cinches these together. That's real nice because it then lets me have comfortable work positioning while I'm either waiting for the crew to move whatever I just cut or what have you. It's important in this configuration that these two don't touch, because if they touch, then there's no tension around the tree and it could potentially slip, which is not good. I think that's all about that. Now onto this guy. This is just the extra little pulley I have in case I need to pull something up, or I do a lot of rigging with this. Lightweight rigging, I guess I should say. A lot of people don't like that, but I haven't had any issues with it. Just a little micro pulley, good for 10 kilonewtons, pulley and a strap. The different colors mean different sizes. It goes red, which is down in here, blue, yellow, which I have over here. I had an orange, or orange might be somewhere. Orange, red, and then green. Green is 60 inches, and this is, I believe, 20. So we haven't had any issues with it. Typically, it's if I'm way out over a house or something and I can't really cut a branch and let it swing, I'll just rig it off of itself and then call it good. My spikes, I've got the Buckingham Titaniums. I went ahead when I got them. I went ahead and changed out this bottom strap because I like the clips. This clip doesn't work because there's a piece of sawdust stuck in it, jamming it, preventing it from opening. But I really like them. They're a lot lighter than the Buckingham steels that I had prior. I'm a big fan of these big pads. I'm a pretty big dude, and I've never had any problems with these digging into my legs or just being not comfortable. My flip line is a 15-foot, half-inch, 2-in-1 Climb Right flip line with a Gibbs Climar device on it. Now, this is nice because it is bi-directional, so it can go both ways. So when there's no pressure on it, you know, you can see me just right here, just moving it. But as soon as there's tension, so say I'm leaning against it, it cams and holds, and I can't move that. So the only place I've seen this sold is on Westspur. I don't know. Some people might not like it, but it works for me. I feel comfortable using it. I much prefer this than the traditional one where I have to then either throw my rope up over another branch or something if I encounter a branch I need to get past. This allows me to stay flip lined in twice. I'll throw in some footage of me using it just so you can get a little bit of a better idea on how it works. Now, on to my SRT stuff. This I got because, well, honestly, I thought it looked cool. I'm not fully sold on it. It's just a hand descender, and I threw a little pulley on it. The two uses I've found for it is that when I'm returning from a long limb walk, I can put it on the rope, and then the rope comes down through my rope runner, and then I take the trailing end down, put it up through this pulley, and then keep it with me. So that creates a 3-to-1 mechanical advantage, so I can tend my slack a little bit easier. You can also use this to tension a load line with a porter wrap, but I won't show that. So yeah, for SRT, I use the Rope Runner Pro. I like it a lot. You do have to make sure you keep stuff from getting into there, because it can affect the bird from putting tension on your rope. I've got another little micro pulley here just in case I need another one. And then 2 little pulleys for half-inch rope in case I need to do some kind of mechanical advantage rigging or what have you. For my ascent stuff, I originally had a Saka knee ascender. That broke pretty quick on me, and then I switched to Stein. I'm a huge fan of this. I really like it. It works really well. No complaints other than this, if I can get it open with one hand. other than these are somewhat sharp, and I'm not a huge fan of how they dig into the rope, but you know, they haven't cut it at all. They don't do any damage. It's just mentally. This is a notch jet step. It works. It's kind of, you know, there's not a ton of pressure, but there's enough pressure. This is for my chest. My chest harness is the notch 4 SRT. It works. Crew always gets a nice little laugh out of it because it looks like I'm putting on some BDSM stuff, but you know, whatever, it is what it is. Moving over onto my helmet. This is a Fanner Protos. I got mine in red and black because it's just how I like it, I guess. On it right now, I've got my Senna 30K. That's great. I like it. Don't really have any problems with it. Before this one, I had a Senna SMH 10. The only downfall to that one was that you can only have, I think it's 4 people connected at once. So that got into some issues when we had multiple climbers, crane operator, people running equipment on the ground, and the grounds guys. So switched over to this, no problems with it, really satisfied. On to ropes. So I have 2 ropes. I've got a dedicated SRT rope, and I've got the one I use in all my videos. So I decided to get a second rope because I got tired of taking my zigzag off of that rope every time I needed to do SRT. And I pretty much do SRT to get up into the canopy quickly if there's a big old tree, or to avoid some massive knots and knuckles on some big oaks that we have. So this is Telferberger Ecstatic 200 foot with a sewn eye. No problems. I like it. It's I don't have anything negative to say. I don't have anything good to say. That's not true. It's got very, very low stretch, which is really nice when I'm rope walking. Then we go over to here. This is the same rope as the other one that I have that I no longer use. This is a Yale Blue Moon with a tight eye splice. This is my Zigzag Plus, I believe it is. Yeah, Plus. No problems with it. I think this rope might be getting towards the end of its life, just because I'm starting to notice a little bit of slippage from through the zigzag. So I'm not a huge fan of the slippage, but it's manageable. I think I'm gonna need to get a new rope pretty soon. I've cleaned that rope several times thinking that it's just dirty and that's what's causing it, but nothing really that I've done has changed anything. I've taken the zigzag off when I clean it, and right up here, this provides tension on the rope, this little bit, that guy. And when it's off, it has no problem springing back up because there's a little spring in there, but I don't know, we'll see. On to my saws. So I have these 2, and then if I need something bigger, I use one of the company saws. So I've got my top handle. This is a Steel MS201T with a 16-inch bar. I haven't done any modifications to it. It's just standard 201. This is my 462C with a 28-inch bar. I like the big, nice double felling dogs on both sides, and a full wrap handle. Now, I prefer the full wrap handle because it lets me have the best work positioning that I want in the tree while still being able to use the chainsaw. So as opposed to either awkwardly positioning myself or awkwardly holding the chainsaw, I just went ahead and got it with the full wrap handle. My lanyards are all Telferberger, what is it, anti-shock lanyards? Yeah. I have them in 2 configurations. I've got with the carabiner and then with the ring. I've got the ring one because, I don't know, I just like having the ring on my top handle, and then that's just how I got that one. Now I've got an extra one in case we're doing something massive and I need to have either a 661 or an 880 up in the tree with me, so that before I head up, I can just throw this on, and then when I need to change it out, the ground guys just clip it on my rope. I do it beforehand just because it's a little bit of a process to cow hitch it on like this. If anyone has used these, they can attest to that. So that's pretty much all the gear I have for climbing wise. Now all the ropes we use are company ropes, but those are pretty standard, either 1/2-inch rigging ropes or bull ropes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a nice day.